What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Hell's Newsletter podcast. Oof is not here today, but we're instead joined by a new guest named Nim.
Hi.
Yes, hello. Hello. Sorry, I just gotten off of work after like an 8-hour shift, and it's 3 a.m. for Nim, so this is going to be like a crack episode at this point, because I've also got an early shift tomorrow, and here we are. But yes.
So cause as much mischief as possible.
Exactly. But yeah, so I guess for starters, you're also the first VTuber we've ever had on the podcast.
Oh.
So that's pretty fun. Yeah, I know a lot of the people when I mentioned that were pretty excited. But
oh,
yeah,
what? And you chose me? Fuck. Don't take anyone like me. No, VTubers aren't generally like me.
I mean, I feel like each VTuber at this point is in a category of their own because, like, except for correction. I feel like each VTuber is actually in like a category of their own at this point because they're all a different type of unhinged. I've started to notice.
Oh yeah, no, I'm more kind of like you're gonna know if you stepped over the line. I'm not the cutesy kind. You fucking what?
Oh yeah, no, that's true. I remember that. Yes, but yeah, it just kind of depends. Some of them are unhinged, some of them aren't. The majority of them are unhinged.
Yeah, even in my group of friends, it's kind of there, and it's like, yeah, the different ones you go into, like the different group friends, like doing stuff. It's very different energy all the time. It's so much fun though. I love it.
That's fair, yeah. It's definitely a very nice thing. But I guess to start, this is a question that someone else told me to ask. But why VTubing? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Because they didn't give me any fucking context, but
a lot of people, it's they're very camera shy, or they don't feel like they're up for it. I am extremely camera shy to the point I don't actually have my own photos taken IRL.
That's completely understandable. I have tried to get my family to understand that, but they don't understand it.
So I don't know if you've been to any of the streams where I've been doing stuff for the Maid cafe that I head.
Lurked in a few of them, but not a whole lot of them.
Yeah, so we do a site meet, which is one coming in 2 weeks, and the chairman sneakily tries to get a camera out. I see a glimpse of it, I'm fucking gone, and the vice chair goes, "I've never seen you move so fast." Oh, well, if you ever want to get me anywhere, you just know to send the camera person, don't you?
Listen, yeah, if you're like busy and like, you know, someone needs your help, just send a guy with a camera. They'll gone in a minute.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, so you're needed over there. Yeah, I'm doing something, so I can take pictures of you.
I mean, hey, that's motivational at least.
Yeah.
There would be some people who I think would greatly benefit at my job from having that. Because Jesus fucking Christ.
Sneakily write to your place of employment.
Yeah,
Want him to work faster, threaten to take pictures of him.
I mean, it wouldn't work on me. I would probably just take the camera and then hold it up, because at least in my department, I'm the tallest fucking person. So there's nothing that they can really do.
Also teach them some taekwondo moves to get him down on his knees. Got it.
Oh, that's simple. All you gotta do is punch me in the ribcage. I will crumple.
Oh no, you go for the back of the knees, less damage. Sorry, I'm also a martial arts instructor.
No, that's also good. I'm talking about like just damage. Years ago I fractured the right side of my rib cage, so like.
No, I don't want them breaking you. I just want them to get the camera.
They won't break me. I've been punched there many times. It's all good. Listen, I learned through experiment. I learned through experimentation. All right. You ever seen one of those fucking lab rats? That's what I am.
So how many times can you hit in the same place the ribcage and it stop fixing itself?
I don't know, to be honest. I'll find out at some point in life. Like,
please don't. Please don't.
Fair point. Like, when it comes to like the injury itself, it never like truly fixed itself. Because for context to that, I fractured it, didn't realize, and then for like 7 months straight, I just ignored the pain in my chest and was like, it's probably just residual. And then a year later, I go to my doctor, and he's like, "What the fuck did you do to your ribcage, you dumb motherfucker?"
I like that. I mean, you're from America, right?
Yeah.
Are you from one of the states that have the healthcare?
None of our states have healthcare.
One, my friend says she's got healthcare. She's from the states.
Oh yeah, we pay for it. It's just not a part of like citizenship or anything.
Oh,
Yeah. So like every state has healthcare. It's just we have
well, I
to
hope so.
personally we like personally pay for it or get it through our jobs. It's not universal.
Oh, maybe she's got it through her job then. That's why.
Probably.
Because I was like, oh, okay. I thought none of you had it. She was like, no, no. Some states have it. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't argue it. I'm like,
At least as far as
you
I'm
know
aware,
your
we don't.
country.
As far as I'm aware, we don't. I'm gonna Google that now. I'm curious.
Yeah, she's Nevada.
Hey, just a state over from me. Yeah, so none of the states have universal health care, but 3 states that are Colorado, Nevada, and Washington have already passed like a public option for it.
Okay, that's probably what
But
she's
yeah.
talking about then.
Yeah, it's not the universal one. Although my state could become the first U.S. state to offer universal health care. Apparently, as of 4 months ago, we're considering it. So
Do it.
that's fun.
Do it.
I would love to. I don't want to pay for this shit.
I was about to say, more Lucy's will probably go to the doctor when they've got punched ribs cages to get them fixed a bit soon.
Well, none of the Lucy's will because I didn't even realize. Like, I am probably one of like the dumbest people, and the only reason I say that is specifically because when it happened, I just brushed it off. Like every time I woke up or like I had trouble breathing, I just thought, nah, it's fine. It's probably just residual.
I like that. It's like, yeah, no, 6 months later, yeah, no, it's just residual. It's fine.
Well, because like
pain,
in my like,
difficulty breathing, normally the things you go to a doctor.
well, yeah, okay. Listen, I am like the one like in my mind, I kept thinking, I don't want to bother him because it's probably going to turn out to be nothing anyways. And I go in for a normal checkup a year later, and he's just like, "What did you do?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?"
I like it.
Yeah.
So
And,
yeah, when we saw you a year ago, your rib was not fucked up.
yeah, well, it happened because it happened like 3 to 4 months after like my first checkup, or my checkup before that. And then for context for those who want to know how the injury happened, if you want to know as well, essentially I fell off a roof. Now I know that sounds bad in hindsight, but I fell onto a lower roof. I used to do a bit of free running, and it had rained the night before, so I thought, it's a little wet. I can deal with this. I could not deal with that. I fell about 10 feet, and a ledge just smacked me center chest, and I hit right rib cage first, which just straight up into it. So
I mean, better the right, like the sides than the middle. The
yeah,
middle would have
oh
been.
yeah. The middle could have fucked my heart, so like I'm good with that. I'm good with the side. It just all it does now is like impede on my lung, and like hot weather and just any time where I really have to breathe a lot more does not suit well for my body, but it works. So yeah, for those who want to judge me, feel free. It was a stupid free running accident.
It's okay. I will judge you from a distance.
Completely
However far
understandable.
it is from where you are to from where I am in the UK.
Alexa, how far is California from the UK?
The United Kingdom is 5,082 miles from California.
5,082.
I am judging you from 5,082-ish miles. So I'm assuming that's doing it to London.
I assume it might just do it to the closest border as well, which, I mean, if that's the case, fuck it, I guess. Sure.
I was about to say, in that case, it's Ireland.
Oh, yeah, right. You guys, I forgot Ireland was a part of the UK.
Well, the northern part. I think it's the northern. One part of it's ours.
Wait, what?
There's 2 parts. So there's Ireland, and then there's the Republic of Ireland, and one of them's free from the UK.
What the fuck? I just thought it was
4
all.
for their independence and 1.
All right.
What Wales, the rest of Ireland, and Scotland dream to be.
You know, understandable to be honest. I. That's just funny to me. I was like, wait a minute. I thought Ireland was just completely UK.
No.
Well, fair enough. Get fucked, Island. We did what you couldn't. That's a lie. But
No, yeah, because we have a thing where it's kind of like, if you're badly behaved, we will take you back.
you wanna? I feel like the last
No,
20 years
no,
are
I
enough
mean,
of that.
I don't know. Part of me feels like it's like looking at it as like, I think maybe we might need to just just go over, hold your hand again a little bit.
Yeah, but the real question is, do you guys want to be responsible for the next dumb shit we pull while we
Also,
like acclimate?
I'm pretty sure that we're having one of these competitions is like who can get the kind of like the most amusing or yeah, like
Nah.
leader in charge, so that it's kind of like I
I'm
I swear to God, we voted Boris Johnson in just because he made us all giggle so much at the time, and then COVID hit, we were like shit.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest though. One of my favorite things that I've ever seen the UK do in regards to like politicians and stuff was when Trump went to visit and they got Green Day's "American Idiot" to the top of the goddamn charts. That's one of my favorite songs ever. That was just the funniest thing to me.
We also had things like we had one of our comedians was there as like, do you think the Queen was just kind of like there wondering whether they should like prank him, just have him like buzz the door and go, "Your Majesty, I'm here," sort of thing.
Honestly,
And just have it kind of like get one of them to say that they're not home at the moment, leave the message after the beep.
that would have been golden. But honestly, I think one of my favorite things about his visit as well was like when Obama went to visit the Queen. Like I remember, like it was something like she shook his hand or something, or like did it was something that like they did together. And then when Trump went to try and do the same thing, she like just completely ignored it. And I was like, that's the greatest thing to me.
Yeah, no, our Queen, she's a personality. We love her.
Oh, she's great. I love it. Cause like most people just worry about being respectful. She's just like, nah, fuck that shit.
Oh, she's there going, "I'm sorry, I have dedicated my life to my country in service.
Yeah,
I
isn't
am
she
not
like?
tolerating you, sir."
Yeah, that's fair. Isn't she also like? I want to say like she's not over 100, is she?
No, not yet. I think she's 96. One of her
96.
birthday's coming up soon.
All right.
Yeah.
God damn. I
Yeah,
cannot
no,
imagine ruling
she's an
over a
impressive
country for
lady.
that long.
No, but she's dedicated, so I have a lot of respect for her.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, ruling a country for like what, probably I want to say like 60, 70 years. Like holy
I mean,
fuck.
she was early 20s when she took it.
Yeah, so
Pretty sure.
70 years. Holy shit.
But even like when she was a princess, she did something. She did like some speeches. And, like, you look back at it now, and you're just like, even now, you're like, you feel
Yeah,
still
because it's
the majesty of her. You're like,
oh yeah, because it's like yeah, if it was like 70 years, that's around like the 50s when she like came in. It was like holy shit, the world was a different fucking place, and everything.
yeah, no, she's an amazing person.
Oh yeah. Speaking of all that, like the royal family though, as well as we had like I forget what it was exactly that brought it up, but we had like a segment on Princess Diana as well at one point.
Mm.
For those who are curious to see that, if you haven't, there'll be like a little segment thing right here of like the episode and timestamp if you want to go watch it. I can't remember it for the life of me. But yeah.
You don't tell them that bit. You go, and now for the segment, and then you just kind of like.
Yeah, so it'll either be right here or there'll be like a black box because I couldn't find it. Pick your take, I guess. What the fuck's going on with the cats down there?
Like I don't know. I mean, I don't want to look because I keep on wanting to chase the cats and just go meow, meow, meow.
That's fair. One of them is just like standing up and sitting back down. I don't know. It's having a time, but
it's VR headset. It's not playing fair either.
No, it is not. Yeah, mine's like glitching out occasionally. I don't know if the camera's able to see it or if you are, but like my head just keeps like twisting at random.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every now and then.
Lovely. So that's going to be on camera.
All the hand gestures as well. I'm just watching, hypnotized at the moment.
Yeah, I can just rotate my arm a few times, dislocate my joints. Then I can do that.
Yeah, just
My
looking at it, it's like
hand is
no,
now inverted.
You guys can just look so possessed.
That's the one thing I love about VR is you look so fucking stupid in them. Like they're fun to play around in, but in any
Yeah.
game where you're in VR, you look stupid as shit.
Another reason not to get VR.
True, although it is very nice. There are some really cool places about it actually. One which I've gone to once, but it was basically like these guys were crazy enough to like mount a computer on people's backs and trust them with it. So it was like a semi-lightweight computer that they just mounted on your back, put on a headset, and you got to run around this arena basically playing like some sort of gun game. It's the
Love
coolest thing ever. I almost ran dead on into somebody though, so that was not fun.
No.
Yeah. But yeah. So what got you into VTubing? Like where do you like start to hear about it or see it?
VTubing. So I started streaming for the festival that I work with. So they needed, as bad as it sounds, they needed someone to sort out like group events,
Fair.
and organizing is my thing. So I started organizing these group events with various streamers that actually attend the event. So Tokonatsu, and then Tokonatsu would take part, like 2 or 3 members that would come in, and we'd play, and we played Among Us, and we played Jackbox, Peekaboo, stuff like that. And I decided that, we needed more POV, so I started streaming, because I was playing, I was just like, I'll stream, I wasn't expecting anything. Yeah, all of a sudden, like, about 2 weeks later, I hit affiliate, and I'm like, wait, what? Oh, okay. This is the thing now. So I put a picture up so that people had something to interact with. And then I got I did myself a VR model, and then my friend Squiddy made this one that you see on my streams now.
Gotcha.
So yeah, no, she's done a brilliant job. Like, it's not even a complete one yet because we haven't managed to find time to get it fixed. But yeah.
Oh, is there something broken about it or?
No, well, some of the hair's not the way that I want it. And I want like different clothes for different things. So like, if I'm doing my Maid Cafe stuff, I want to have my Maid uniform on.
Gotcha.
And just like if I'm feeling more comfy, like everyday clothes. If I'm doing something a bit more sporty or energetic or something, just so that it kind of like you get a feel of what I'm feeling when I'm doing
Alright.
things.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah. I've just paid for someone to overhaul my entire Twitch. That's not
Also
cheap.
fair. Oh no, not at all. Not in the slightest. I remember when I rebranded, it was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the stuff for like, because when you get the people on Twitter, they're just like, the graphic
spam the
designers, and they
shit out of
like
you.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
they just like you. But she sent a message, and I'm like, you know what? You're the first one that's taken the time to actually message me and just tell me straight up, this is what you're doing. If I'd be interested, DM you. Like, okay.
Oh, like
well,
they
have
sent you a
look.
DM?
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, that's really cool. You've actually taken the time to do it. So I went in and I looked at her stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, yes, I love that, and I love that, and I love that. Right, I'm employing you.
Fair. I gotta say, I'm a little envious of that because whenever I like, even if I'm not even looking for art, if I just mention art or graphic design in a tweet, I will get like some of the responses below the tweet like normal. But then I get like 20 DMs and I'm like, bruh, did I even ask for like an artist? No, I literally just said like something about graphic design being cool. And it's like, do you need art? Do you need art? Do you need art? Do you need art? I'm like, no, I have an artist, but thank you.
Yeah, no, she's my artist. I've got a friend, Nienna VT, obviously another VTuber,
Yeah.
who's done my emotes. Another one, DB Icon, who will tell you that it's what is it? Virtual Bureau of Investigation. No, it's not. It's Virtual Booty Inspector.
I was about to say, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, we wound him up for that for like 3 months. Anytime we were playing anything. So if we were playing Quiplash or something like that, it would come up at some point.
Someone would just throw it in there.
Yeah, and he'd be like, "All right, I'm putting you on the cage." So we started putting him in the cage, and then we had people that were making him twerk in the cage and things like that. And he was like, "It's getting a bit much now." I was like, "Okay, we'll stop now."
Yeah, see, that's I feel for him because I've had similar shit happen to me in Quiplash and so forth.
Oh no, we take it in turns. We had one with the calyx. Like, yeah, everyone gets a turn.
Yeah, you see, I wish I had that.
I've not yet, so I'm just gonna quickly stroke the wood and just be like, "No, I don't want to turn."
You know, that's fair. Like, I wish that we could also like I could all have turns when I play Quiplash with people, but no one else that I know started out as like a content creator with some cringy ass fucking shit they made when they were 15. And here I am, the one who did that.
Oh no, we'll do it. So what we'll do is we'll pull you into a false sense of security, get you to trust us, and then we will find out something, anything. It won't be that thing that everyone else has done. We're gonna find something new, and we're going to annoy the heck out of you. Because we had someone who's just like, yeah, I'm here eating my meat sticks, and all of us, because we have dirty as fuck minds, went, oh, really? So the entire fucking session was about meat sticks.
I really tried to keep my composure there. That was not gonna happen. All right.
No, never keep your composure.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I feel like I should be grateful that I haven't been in those because I have done some really questionable fucking shit on my vlogs and videos. Namely, namely this one. This is a moment for those who watched my TwitchCon vlog from 2019. You'll know
Write it down for you when you play Quiplash with him. You need it.
Yeah, no, you're more than welcome to go watch this. You can bully me about it. But when I was staying in the hotel with me and my buddy Maz before we drove down to the con, they had like this little like iPad on the desk that you could like order shit from if you wanted like room service, like or just like snacks and shit. They would like bring up to you and so forth. And
Yeah.
on there was condoms. So we originally we originally did a little bit where we were just like looking around and then we just clicked on the condoms like, hey, condoms, and then I don't remember which one of us it was, but one of us took it a step further and was like, should we order? And we didn't actually, but like, I've done some really questionable shit. It's great, but I feel like it's come back to bite me at a time.
The thing is that with me and my friends would be, yes. And then we'd be up there and we'd be like, and now we shall make balloon animals out of them or something. We'd carry on. We'd push each other to see who can break first.
You see, that's fair. And honestly, if there were more of us, or if it wasn't so late, we probably would have done it for like shits and giggles. But yeah, it was also like a little before midnight or a little after midnight at the time, and we were getting up at like 6, 7 a.m. to drive down to San Diego because we were in Los Angeles, so it was just like fuck it. We ended up sleeping right through the 6, 7 a.m. thing and like woke up at like 8 or 9. But we still got the car, we still got down to the convention, and you know, everything was fine.
Yeah.
And then Maz proceeded to miss the concert by accident, so that was funny.
That's what we got to enjoy.
Oh, it was the funniest thing because Maz had been I don't know if you know who Logic is by chance.
Not off the top of my head. Half the time, I watch things and I'm like,
Fair.
or listen to things. I'm just like, half the time the music and my thing, I have no idea who it is. I just know the songs.
That's fair. For those who don't know who Logic is, he's essentially like a mental health rapper, I guess.
Okay, then no, I definitely don't know that.
That's fair. But yeah, he made a song. I don't even remember anything about it. I don't listen to him. I just know who he is. He made a song at one point, and like literally the title of it was literally like the American Suicide Hotline. So they had like a whole thing there. But yeah, he ended up being there because Lil Nas X had to drop out, and Maz is a fan of Logic, so the guy had his return flight like the next day after the concert, so he didn't stay for it, and he just went back to LA to fly out. And it was the funniest thing because no one knew Logic was gonna be there until he showed up. So like we just know Lil Nas X canceled, and everyone was like, just all right. Personally, my favorite set there was Madion. If you don't know who Madion is, I don't expect a lot of people to. He's an EDM artist. Very cool guy. But yes. But yeah. You want to talk a little bit about the festival? Just because I don't think a lot of people will have heard of it who watch this at least.
Oh no, it's the UK Japanese Cultural Festival. It's camping. It's family friendly, although most of us get drunk by the campfire.
That's fair.
But
What was it
yeah,
called
it's
again?
got
Tokonatsu.
Tokonatsu.
All right.
Yeah, Tokonatsu Festival. It's good fun. It's over a weekend, so from like a Thursday evening to Monday afternoon, and there's loads of different things happening. So we've got trad gaming, which is like board games and card games for people that like Magic the Gathering and anything from Pokemon to Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, there's a table for you. People that like playing Risk and stuff like that, board games.
That's
We've
awesome.
got digital games, so like Smash Bros, competitions and stuff like that. This year, I think we might have Silent Disco added. We've got a cosplay masquerade. The Maid Cafe, obviously, because I'm the head of that, so I'm going to have to mention that. Cafe Kraken.
Yes. Maid Cafe.
Yeah. There's the Matsuri, which was taken over last year and was like amazing. Like the woman that took over it has done a fantastic job with rehauling it. Then we've got the Taco Mart where you can buy various things from artisans. There's outdoor gaming. There's a manga library. There's just tons to do over the weekend.
That's fair.
So it's good fun. Oh, and then panels of various different types, like how to actually put on a kimono properly and things like that.
That's also fair because I can quote a lot of people who don't know how to fucking wear one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Namely
no,
TikTokers. You know who you are.
Bow your head in shame. Also, come to Tokonatsu. We've got someone who will teach you the right way.
Yeah, exactly. If you guys are in Britain or if you know, because we all know a lot of you fucking popular ones are kind of rich.
Yeah, come say
Go,
hi.
go to the UK, namely Britain.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not too far from a place called Milton Keynes, and yeah, we're on a like little scouting field where they've got like a go-kart like race thing, and you're just there going, what do these kids do? A canoeing lake? And you're just there going, these kids are spoiled. I want to go back and be back in the scouts.
Go-karting has always been interesting.
Yeah, I've done a bit of like scout leading,
Also fair.
but I found that I enjoyed the martial arts more, so teaching special needs and martial arts. So that's what I predominantly do.
That's fair. I mean, hey, martial arts is definitely cool.
Yeah,
I've known
I
a
do
few friends.
taekwondo.
Ooh, I've known a few friends who used to do that. Definitely seemed fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's hard work when you get up from black belt.
Oh, I bet. I like my main thing was fencing for a while, so
Oh yeah.
definitely nowhere near that. Um,
Oh,
but yeah,
that's still a discipline all of its own.
oh, it is. I feel like Taekwondo is a bit higher though, at least personally.
Oh
But
yeah, it's more of a defensive one. If you're coming at us, we literally like one of the rules is that we have to tell you 3 times. It's like, yeah, no, please don't. Could you just not? Like this
that's
is the
fair.
last time I'm going to give you a warning.
You get 3 warnings, and
then
then
you
I'm gonna
go-
kill you.
Oh, we don't kill you. We just incapacitate you.
A
And make sure
tomato,
that we can run
tomato,
away.
tomato, tomato. If the authorities don't find out, it's fine.
I do not condone this, but also yes.
So that's what we call Jersey Taekwondo. And yes, before anyone asks, yes, I'm punking New Jersey, all right? Actually, no. New Jersey's cool, but, you know, they're fucking unhinged as fuck. Like, you're not ever going to meet someone from New Jersey who's, like, fucking normal. You're not going to find anyone in America who's normal, but Jersey especially.
I don't even know what normal is, but yeah.
We don't either, all right? We got Florida. Like, you ever heard of the Florida Man?
Yes.
Yeah. Like, that's self-explanatory enough.
That's all you need to know.
We've got Florida on the East Coast and we have LA on the West Coast. And for anybody who shockingly wouldn't know what the fuck LA is, it's a city in California, which is basically just absolute fucking nightmare.
I mean, you say that we had a T-shirt in one of our what's it called? One of our high street shops, and you think you're not the most intelligent. I think is the best way to say what you said earlier. No, my sister is amazing. My actual sister. We went into a shop and she read this T-shirt. Everything's better in La. It took me 5 minutes for her to realize it was actually LA.
You've got to be kidding me.
No.
Oh my
It's like whenever
god.
we go out, it's kind of like I always try to get her to read T-shirts to see what's going to happen.
Just
We
to
went
see
to a
how wrong or
restaurant.
right she'll get them.
Yeah, we went to a restaurant and she wanted to order a frayed egg with her food, and she went Freg because the guy was cute. I'm not going to die. The guy was cute, but she got so embarrassed and worked up. She went, Freg? Everyone looked at her and went, I think she means fried egg.
A frig.
And she is to this day the only person I know of that can burn rice while there is still water in the pan.
Sorry.
Granted,
What?
yeah. She somehow managed to get about a centimetre inch of burnt rice, and then the rest of it on top was in water still. And I'm like, how?
Even when
I
the
mean, doesn't even-
water's gone, you still have like a minute or two before it burns. What the fuck? How
like
does that
going-
even work?
I don't know. I'm just like going, my dear sister, you are a very special kind of special. I love you. But you also terrify me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this right now. First of all, what the fuck? Second of all, you sound like an awesome person. The fuck? I have never known anybody with like the power to burn rice while it's in water.
What
Scratch
about
that.
mixing coffee and gravy? So,
Yeah,
so
that
we
just
had we had bangers and mash, and my parents and I were having coffee. We ended up with gravy in our coffee mugs and coffee on our dinner.
okay. That makes a little more sense. At first, I thought you like meant mixing them together, and I was about to say, "What the fuck?" But no, mixing them up, I can see that. That's something I would do. So I feel for that. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm stupid, but I have ADHD, and my attention span goes from like 100 to fucking 0 in about 3 seconds flat. So if I have two things placed that look scarily similar, you can bet your ass I'm not gonna remember what's what. And for proof of this, or for context, if you guys would like, one of my charity streams a few years back, I think this was the 52-hour charity stream. I could be wrong, but one of the challenges was like, or one of the like the little donation challenges was like, if you donated a certain amount, I would like chug a glass of vinegar, which, in hindsight, yes, I'm aware, really stupid. It was disgusting. I'm still probably going to do it again for the upcoming charity stream. But
So,
yeah,
it was stupid, but I'm doing it again.
okay, this one's for like a really good cause though.
Which course have you got?
I will go back to that in just a second. I'm going to finish my thought before I forget it.
Oh,
But yeah, what happened was like the vinegar is obviously clear, right? So I had a glass of it, and then after stream, I took like a small half an hour to an hour nap before I got up and went about my day, right? I thought that was water.
I was about to say, as soon as you said you took a nap, I'm like, I know where this is going.
Yep, I literally just took a half an hour nap, woke back up in my chair, and I was like, all right, time to go do my shit. Grabbed the glass that was like half full, thinking I just had like a cup of water, and nope, my throat was on fire in about 30 seconds after waking up. I
There's
don't
one way to
think
wake up, I guess.
that was a horrible way to wake up. Like I just immediately like keeled over in my chair. It was like just hacking up my lungs. I was not having it. But for the next charity event, I'm not sure when exactly I'm going to be doing it. It'll probably be near the end of May, but the cause for this one's like the pro-choice stuff going on.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. For those who don't know, which if you live in America, you're a fucking idiot if you don't know. All due respect, but I mean, come on. It's all over the goddamn news. If you're from anywhere else though and you don't know about it, still a little bit what the fuck, but less.
Look, I
Uh,
don't watch the news, okay? It's depressing.
that's completely fair. I didn't know about it. I found out through Twitter. That's where I get my news because American news sources are corrupt as shit, and I don't care for them. But yeah, like if you've gone on social media, I feel like you might have heard about this. The Supreme Court is trying to ban abortion for some stupid fucking reason, even though it's like 90% men. Um, or it's like 70% men at least. Like I think there's only like 3 women out of the 12. Alexa,
Yeah.
how many women are on the Supreme Court?
There are 3 female current
3. I got it right. I get fucked. All right. Alexa,
You're saying that, and I'm like,
shut the
as soon
fuck
as
up.
you've said that, I'm just kind of there going, oh no, it's probably a mostly man majority. That's probably why.
Yeah, no, that is why. That is why. Like they're not trying to ban it. Before anyone, gets all corrective on me because I know how fucking Americans can get. But I am like the most predominantly judgmental person against Americans. But yeah, before anyone gets corrective, they're not trying to ban it. They're trying to overturn the protections against it so it becomes a state by state choice now, which is basically banning it because I know how half this fucking country acts.
Mm.
Like separation of church and state doesn't fucking exist here, even though if you think it does. But yeah, so it's gonna be like some charities for that. I'm looking at Planned Parenthood for one and 2 others, which I can't remember the names of right now. That I've all got to look into to decide which one I want to go for. Because I want to go for the one that's like benefiting people the most.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I know in like some cases, like being in the UK, I'm very privileged. So when I hear about the struggles that you guys are having over there, I'm just like, so lucky to be in this country.
Yeah, well, that's the weird thing, is because like America is considered a first world country, but it's
Yeah.
like at the same time, look at all of the other ones and then look at us. Like, we're out here debating human rights on a monthly fucking basis. And like the rest of the world, like the rest of the first world countries are out here like, all right, let's help out Ukraine. We've invented a new type of like medicine, and then we're out here like, what if we took away the right for same-sex marriage? And it's like, no. Like, fucking hell, man. We're a nightmare. I apologize to the rest of the world for you having to live in the same one as us. Just as an American at this point, I'm so sorry. But yeah. So that's been going on.
Yeah.
What else has been going on in America? What else can I roast us for?
Everything.
Exactly.
It doesn't rain enough. It rains too much. This part is too hot. This part is too cold. Because I'm British, everything's about the weather.
That's
Or the
completely
lack of
fair.
tea.
Don't you guys only have like one type of weather?
No.
Isn't it?
You see, that's entirely wrong. We have like 100 different ways of telling you which rain we have. They're different
I'm
rains.
sorry, what?
We have a mist. We have a fog. Like a fog-like mist. We have a spitting.
What the
We have
fuck are
torrential.
these?
We literally rain. There is a different type of rain. There's the mist, and the mist looks like you could go out in it and you'll be fine. You won't get too wet. No, the mist is the deadly one. That's the one that you walk 5 minutes and you're fucking soaked. Like it's better to go out in torrential rain than in the mist. Yeah, that's the thing.
What fucking British guy do I have to blame for making this fucking system? I'm gonna bring him back from the dead just to kill him.
Probably parents going, "Oh, it's only a mist. Go on, out you go. Okay, get out from under my feet."
I'm gonna jump the first person to ever come up with that. I swear to God, that drives me insane because, like, as a person who lives in a city where our predominant weather is fog or rain, there's no
Yeah.
fucking difference. Like, it's either like we have 3 things: fog,
Yeah.
which is up in the air; Thule fog, which is on the ground, then you can't see 5 feet in front of you; and fucking rain. Doesn't matter how hard it's coming
we've got-
down, it's rain.
We've got even more variants of fog than you do as well. Then
What
Because
the
you've got
fuck?
the fog that you can see certain distance. So you've got like the really thick fog that you were talking about, like you can see about 5 feet ahead of you.
Yeah,
And then you've
Tubi
got the
fog.
one where you can see like, 10 meters or so. And then you've got the one that's kind of like just above the trees. And then you've got the ones that just over the water. Yeah, no, we've got way too much time to talk about the weather.
Is this what the rest of the world's been fucking doing while we're out here like burning to the ground? The fuck?
Yeah, we're just like, well, we'll watch America burn, but while we're at that, like, do we need to add this extra side, like this extra rain? Because it's like between this one and this one. I think we need.
Yeah, like Britain's out here debating like a new like type of rain, and meanwhile we're like setting fire to our own cities and like in the middle of a revolution. The fuck?
Like, it's really funny because someone said that like one of my friends, because I've got Raynaud syndrome, which means I've got really really poor blood circulation.
That's
So I
not
can't
good.
go out if like 0 degrees or below. And someone's like, I've got snow. And I'm like, you can fucking keep it.
That's fair.
And they're like, I'm in America. And I'm like, I'm just letting you know, don't send it over, okay?
Yeah, that's fair. Speaking of snow, actually, like the Midwest got another bit of snow like at the end of fucking April, which is honestly kind of terrifying. If I'm being honest, like that's the end of April. The snow season was done 2 months ago.
So I've got some friends in Canada, and I'm just there going, is there a right time for me to go and visit my friends in
No.
Canada? And I'm like, no, I'm just going to die. Like,
Yeah, no, I'll tell you right now, there's not. I've got some friends in Canada as well. This motherfucker just tells me all the fucking time. He's like, all right, I'm gonna take a walk through the snow real quick. I'll be right back. And I'm just like, I remember he told me at one of them told me at one point like he was gonna like take a walk to the store or something, and it was like the middle of fucking July, and I'm like, what do you mean you're gonna take a walk to a store? It's 80, and he's like, no, it's not.
no, I love it. I love it.
Made no sense to me. Like, I don't think I ever realized that Canadians didn't have a fucking summer until like recently. I mean, I thought like I always thought they had like a full on fucking like summer season. Apparently not. Apparently their country is just fucking snow. I thought that was a
Yeah.
joke. It's
I
not.
mean, I've seen the pictures, and I'm just there like, oh man, your winters are really harsh. My friend went, that's our summer. What?
Yeah, your winter's really harsh. What the fuck is winter? You mean the year?
You mean that's when we get the really tall snow that goes above the trucks and things? I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, above the
And then
houses?
yeah, and she's like, she sent me a picture, and I'm like, I die in your country. Like, fuck going to Australia. I die in your country.
Yeah, you see, Australia is where anyone who's not Australian wants to go to die. But anybody who has conditions, pick a fucking country. Good luck.
I choose Spain.
That's fair. I would still choose Australia because I am someone with a major fear of spiders, and they have so many.
Why would you go somewhere with something you fear?
I mean, if I'm gonna die anyways.
True.
But if I had to pick an actual country I'd want to die in, I would go with Japan.
Japan's good.
That's fair. Only reason is they would respect me a lot more than here. Actually, random fun fact. Don't know why this just popped in my head, but there are no graveyards within my city limits. So yeah.
Yep.
There's an actual
That's a thing.
Yeah, there's an actual legal reason for it. I live on a peninsula. If anyone ever Googles San Francisco, you'll see how it's built. The downtown's man-made land, and then there's no more room because it's a peninsula, so it's just built up.
Okay, that makes more sense now. I'm kind of there, like, I'm very confused by this.
Yeah, no, like
in town, we've got like graveyards everywhere.
yeah, no. For here, it's like if you want to go to a graveyard, you go to like the next county over south, which is like half an hour drive, I think. It's odd. It's the whole thing. Let me check the time real quick. All right, we got about 12 minutes left. But oh yeah, actually, from the last podcast, I know you weren't here, but small update for those who were curious. I did end up starting my job, so I've been there for about 2 weeks now. Yeah, it's a nice place. A little bit chaotic, a little bit far from home, but it's nice. You know, the company actually gives a shit, which is nice.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, well, because the last one I worked for was a big like countrywide thing called CVS, and they're a bunch of cunts. If I'm being honest, I I don't care if any of like my previous employers see it. If you're from my old store, you guys were fucking great. You guys did nothing wrong. It was corporate's fault. And if you just want like a little taste of what they did to us, when the pandemic first started, you know how most companies, you know, in other countries gave people like, you know, hazard pay and so forth, and like paid sick time to like take time off, right?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, they gave us 2 weeks hazard pay and then didn't say shit for like the next year and a half of the pandemic. And in, I want to say June of the next year after the pandemic started, so June 2021, they were finally like sent over. They sent out like a little like thank you letter, and that was it.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
We've
funny-
still got people working from home at the moment.
Yeah, that's the thing. Half the companies here are like, oh, back to work. Fuck you guys. Like, it's stupid. I mean, like, thankfully,
We've literally got people, like companies who went out and bought laptops and upgraded their co-workers, like their staff's internet, so that they could work from
bruh,
home.
like, I'm gonna tell you like this right now. If you're a company owner who ever watches this, you know, I really doubt you would be, but your employee like productivity, happiness, retention rate, and all that is gonna go a lot higher if they're working from home. Like, take this from my dad's company, for example. My dad works for like a gaming company, part gaming company, and like throughout the pandemic, you know, they rarely came into the office because they didn't fucking need to because of like COVID and everything. And like literally like earlier this year, like late last year, they shut down his office, shipped everything out, and like there is no office there anymore. They're all working from home. And like it does result in like a bit more frequent trips down to their HQ, but like you're not going down to the office every single day. You're going on a trip like once every other month.
Yeah.
And the office isn't even that far. It's like a hour-long flight at best. So it's like, yeah, and everything's getting done like great still. So it's like that. But I think the icing on the cake for like the CVS one though, like about them not giving us hazard pay, was after I had quit already because I was like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Because the manager I liked was leaving. So I was like, fuck it, I'm done. I think the icing on the cake was they got into a lawsuit with my city. And my city was like, yeah, we're demanding that you guys are gonna like pay all of the past and present employees of like in our limits over or hazard pay for the pandemic.
Yeah.
And it was like either pay them or get sued. And I think both of them ended up happening. I think they got sued and had to pay us anyways, which was hilarious. But yeah, I got like I think it was like 90 to 100 hours of hazard pay, and I didn't even work there anymore. It was the funniest thing. But yeah, that was the good thing. And like my new job has like a lot better benefits as well, because it's a sporting company. For those who are curious about the actual name or anything, because you know, if you hunt me down at work, I will stab you. I'm gonna tell you right now. But that's not a joke. I carry knives on me. Don't come at me at work, please. I work for a local company called Sports Basement. You're not finding out which one. But yeah, they like got really good benefits. They're like a sporting goods store, so it's like depending on like how long you work and stuff, you get like you can get stuff like flight mileage and so on, so like travel and all that. And even better is like they have like these things like that are basically like company sponsored trips as well. Employee discount, which is like 40%, which is like just really fucking wild to me. Because I'm like, why would you give someone almost half off of your products? But I mean, fuck it, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be getting a snowboard later this year, and that'll be fun to do. So long as I don't kill myself.
Yeah, just stay off that rib.
Yeah, well, fun fact. Last time I went snowboarding, I smacked a tree. Like, dead on. So, we're gonna hope that doesn't happen.
My initial reaction is, what did the tree do? Look at you weird.
Alright. It pissed me off. That was no. But
It looked at me in a funny way. I had to teach it a lesson.
Yeah, no, I just made a stupid mistake and like accidentally like turned a bit too soon and just right into it. So that didn't feel good. That was a couple years back. So yeah, I'm gonna be trying to go again. and we'll see if I hit another tree this time. And maybe this time I'll actually have to go to the hospital. I got lucky last time. But yeah, that was that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't think there were any more questions that anyone asked me to ask you. Oh yeah, there was one. I feel like I already asked you this when I rated you that first time. I could be
Yeah.
wrong. But when did you start streaming?
March last year, so
All right.
a year ago March has been.
Yeah, so it's been about a year, 2 months ish.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. What
Yeah,
kind of
still
had it been something like you wanted to do before, or was it just kind of like you just kind of figured it out one day? It was like, fuck it, this seems interesting.
I mean, I was doing it with Tokunatsu and doing the group games with the loads of them in the stream, and I was pulling in other people. Like, so I'd be streaming. I started streaming Minecraft because I like doing creative builds, and people would just come in and they would chat to me and stuff, and I'd be like, chat, and then I was starting to pull other streamers into the games. And like, literally within 2 weeks, I was suddenly affiliate, and I'm like, okay.
This was quicker than I expected. What the fuck?
Well, no, I didn't. I wasn't even expecting. I wasn't really expecting anyone to follow me at all, to be honest.
Yeah, that's quite normal. I've noticed that's very popular, like a very popular statement among small streamers, where they're just like, yeah, I just started doing this. I didn't really expect to gain a following, but here I am.
No, I didn't like. I've just hit 500, which means I've got a 12-hour charity stream of my own coming up. And I'm just there
hell
going,
yeah.
But I'm just there like, fuck, I wasn't there expecting that for at least another month, if not two.
You know,
I'm
that's
doing
fair.
a raffle at the moment.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, like, anytime a small streamer is like, I don't expect really anything to happen, you're gonna get fucked over.
Yeah,
100%. Like, there's no chance you have of escaping it.
I go by my train, and my train seems to be kind of like 20 to 25 every month that come in and follow me, and I'm like, okay, so I've got about 2 months with it. No, I don't.
Not anymore.
I'm just there like, oh right, okay, well.
That's fair.
So I'm still gonna have to postpone this because I'm still doing the raffle for my maid's uniforms.
That's also fair. When do you think you're gonna, or like, what charity are you thinking of doing?
Autism awareness, because a lot of the students I teach have autism.
That's awesome. Do you have like a date plan for it, or like just postponing it for now?
4th of June, because the raffle should have been finished by then, and then
4th of June?
yeah.
Fair. For those who don't. Fuck. What are your pronouns again? I'm so sorry.
She.
Okay. For who doesn't already, go follow her. Twitch links and everything's going to be in the description. Go support the charity stream. I will hunt you down in your fucking houses if you don't.
And in your sleep too.
Exactly. I hope you. I just hope y'all know I'm gonna be like breaking in like a bathrobe with a tomahawk at like 2 in the morning, and if that doesn't put some fucking like horror in your fucking minds, I don't know what will. You can just tell I've like worked a full day in retail today. Jesus Christ, I'm not usually this bad.
I'm going to kill everybody.
Yeah, I'm not usually this bad. And the thing is it's not even bad retail. After CVS, retail just makes me homicidal ever so slightly.
No, it's all good. Like, I worked retail when I first started, and I'm just there like, yeah, no, never again.
Yeah, no, like,
no. People are so rude.
oh yeah, no, they're a fucking nightmare. Like, I'll be like one to admit it. I know retail's not even near anywhere like the worst industry, like the food industry, at least in America, I should say, because you know we work off of tipping culture, which is stupid alone. But like the food industry is like the worst industry I think you could be in, and the only reason
K1 is brilliant to work in the food industry.
Yeah, because I mean, everywhere else, it's like you guys actually get paid. It's like here, like half these companies are like, oh, it's legal just to like pay them basically nothing and then just give tips, and it's like, fuck off. No, it's not. But they get to do it anyways.
Yeah, no. I'm glad I live in the country again.
Yeah, no, like
everyone's like, yeah, no, you get this minimum pay.
Yeah, no, I gotta say, one of the funniest things I've ever watched was just like, it was like like some guy had gone to the UK like and was just like interviewing people in the streets, basically like, all right, and he would show them like an EpiPen or like some sort of like medicine or medical aid, and it's like, how much do you think this costs? And like everyone would fucking lowball it.
Yeah,
Like,
because we're like, I don't fucking know. We get for free.
oh yeah, actually, you know, in the couple minutes we have left, I want to do this right now just to see. How much do you know about the American healthcare system?
Nothing.
All right, good. So, how much do you think a ride in an ambulance costs?
Too much.
If you had to just like pick a number.
I don't know, something stupid like $200.
Try 2,000.
Oh, you see, I was there thinking of like, I'm like, no, I'm taking the piss.
No, but that's the funniest thing to me. Is like that's the same answers like everyone else gave in like in that fucking video. Is like they would always like they'd be like, oh, something stupid expensive, and then it's just like, and they just throw in like a few $100s, and I'm watching that video, I'm like, what the fuck, man?
I mean,
Like-
we have to pay. So, if we're in hospital and you're someone that can't drive, and they're like, "What, you need monitored thing to go home." So either you get a taxi, or you can pay for the ambulance people, like in like the little cars, like the first responders can give you a lift home if there's anyone available. You
Yeah.
pay like £10, £20.
Oh, fuck off. Yeah, no, they wouldn't even give you a ride home. It's just fuck you guys. It's like, here, let me see.
I mean, it's vulnerable people. You know, it's like in my case, I don't have any family or friends that live near me. So, and I can't drive because I see pretty shiny. I want to drive towards it.
Yeah. That's not good, but all right.
It's not even conscious. I could be looking straight ahead of me, but because it's out of the corner of my eye, and I start drifting over.
Fair. Did the world
So I'm
just
like,
shut down for you, by the way?
No, I'm still here.
Did I
mean,
disappear?
you're floating. Yeah, you're floating like a majestic beam.
All right, that's not good. Okay, I'm here.
Oh, there
We're
you
good.
are.
We're fine.
Wait,
Everything's good.
You're awake.
But yeah,
And you're floating again.
yes, that's normal. And then like just the last one of the thing for that. How much do you think an EpiPen costs in America?
Oh, that's gonna be stupid expensive. No, I'm kind of like,
You just had to take a random guess.
I'm just there going. I'm there thinking like something stupid like 500. I'm terrified you're gonna say it's like 10 times the amount.
Off of memory, they can range from about 650 to 1,000.
I mean, that's not as bad. I'm just there going.
It's
like,
not
so why,
as bad, but considering they expire like every year,
yeah.
and like you're not even gonna 100% need them, so you're just basically spending $1,000 for something to expire.
Yeah, I mean, we've got people who have like the EpiPens and things like that, and like their allergen things. I have someone that comes into the cafe who's allergic to chocolate, and she has her pen ready, and she will still order the chocolate. I'm just there like,
Wait,
do I need to order? Do I need to get you to sign? I feel like I need to get you to sign a fucking waiver.
you honestly, you're probably better off doing that. That's like the equivalent of me, like fucking going into a store and buying a can of Arizona iced tea. The fuck. Like, you don't want to do that. Why would you do that?
You're allergic to this, but you're going to order. And literally, like, I was there and I was like next to the staff member that was ordering it, and she's like, "Do you have any allergies?" "Yes, chocolate." I was like, "Okay, yeah, that's fine." She ordered a drink and she ordered her main thing. I was like, "Do you want anything for like dessert, or do you want me to come back for that later?" She went, "Oh no, I'll have that chocolate fudge cake that you've got." And you could just see the maid like look up, like,
But
"Aren't
you're
you
allergic to
to
chocolate.
that?" Like, it's just sort of like, and I'm like, I look over. I wasn't head of the department at that point. I was just looking over because I was training them all, but I wasn't head. And I was like, and she was like, yeah, it's fine because I've got my meds with me. And I'm like,
I've just got an EpiPen, you know. Once I, keel over and start dying, just, stick it in my fucking leg. What?
yeah, the thing is I turned around. I was kind of like, I've got the walkie-talkie, and I was like, can I just have the head of the first aiders for a moment? Just-
Yeah.
I want to know what I should do here because I feel like we should not be serving this.
Yeah, I don't think that's legal, to be honest.
Well, no, the thing is because she's ordered it, it is like we can do it. So I talked to him and he was like, yeah, it's fine. And I'm like, okay, I'm still going to get you to sign, like, here's a piece of paper. I want you to write the fact that you have indeed ordered this.
Yeah, just in
And
case,
that
you know,
you've
you
done this.
die and we get sued.
Yeah, just like, you know, you knew what you were doing.
What the fuck, man? That's like... That's so unhinged and just like...
I'm just
Why?
like going, like, it's the wrong country to, you know, help yourself pass along a bit easier, you know, and did you have to do it the, you know, what are you thinking?
Yeah, like...
I'm kind of hoping it's one of those people that just gets a really upset stomach by it rather than like death. But at the
I
same
would
time,
hope so. I mean, like, shit. Like, I feel like that's the equivalent. Like, I feel like that's the equivalent of someone just like walking into like a place and like getting peanuts when they only have like a mild allergy. And I want to believe it is, but like, also just the fact that that could have just been someone who was like, ah, fuck it. If I die, I die. Just get ready to stab me with an EpiPen. Like, why? What? What is the end goal of your life here?
Yeah,
Huh?
I love the fact that you want to live, you know, live your life your own way, you know.
Live your best life,
Could
but
you,
you know, please
yeah,
actually live. Like, don't keel over and die in the
and also,
cafe.
could it not be in my department? Could you go to one of the other departments and they could do the paperwork? I
Yeah,
do the
exactly.
maths.
Like, hey, that's so much paperwork, police questioning. And I might even get arrested for this before they even realize that it's like that you agreed to this shit. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm just out half the time, like, okay, sure,
Yeah,
you
nah,
do
that's
you, like,
some fucking wild shit just to walk in and do that.
yeah. I mean, Taco's funny as fuck anyway. But like, we're in the UK, we're camping. You could get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, which I do because I have to get like food and stuff ready. And I could
Fair.
just walk, and I'm going past people that have just passed out in the middle of the field.
They're just drunk, drunk and
Yeah,
out.
they're drunk and just out. And I normally just kind of like go along because I've got the staff down here. And I was like poking them with my foot. They move. All right, cool. Yeah, do you want to go to your tent? You know, maybe.
Hey, you alive?
Yeah, it literally is. It's kind of like poke. Are you alive first? Oh yeah, you're alive. Cool. That's wonderful. Get to your fucking tent.
Yeah, stop sleeping in the grass, please. What the fuck, man?
There's always like 2 or 3 of them, and you're just there like, did you just give up? Think I'll lie down, then you just fell asleep?
That or they just blacked out.
And also like all the people that were walking past, no one thought to talk to first aiders to call them. That's why we have their numbers. Like, yeah, there's this person. You know, it's
No
minus
one
2
gave enough of a
degrees.
shit.
There's people always going past to go to the toilet. Well, how did no one notice you?
I don't think they cared enough. Some
They're
of them were just
probably
like,
too
ah,
drunk
fuck
and
it.
just they just thought it was like a rocky knoll. Walked over and
Yeah, they're just like, fuck it, it's not my problem. I'm way too drunk for this shit. Someone else will find them.
yeah, it's like, that's the staff's problem. Staff wake up. Oh, couldn't someone else have helped?
Oh, Jesus, that's
We do
that's
actually have
fucking
like
great.
we have staff members now that kind of like go out.
Are they the ones who kick them around? They're like, hey, get the fuck up. Go to your goddamn tent.
We literally walk them to their tents now.
You know, that's fair. You do what you gotta do.
You're at your tent, right? Okay, I'm waiting. I've literally said this to one of them. I was like, "Yeah, I'm waiting." You know, he's like, "Exactly, yeah, I'm at my tent now," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm waiting for you to get into your tent." And he's like, "Well, I'm waiting until you've got into your tent.
Yeah, it's like, get the fuck in there before I deck you and
I
put
want
you in
to-
there myself.
I want to see you in that tent. I want to close it up and just go, cool. That's one person off my list. All right,
Yeah.
what's the next?
That's one less bit of paperwork, thank you.
Yeah, I had
Although-
someone that was so drunk, and we were by the campfire, and I could see them. They were about to fall. I knew I didn't have the physical strength to catch them, and the gap between the chairs isn't enough for him not to have knocked his head. So I literally had to use my own body to guide his body to the floor, so he didn't headbutt anything on the way down.
I mean, that's like good on you for doing that. That does not sound like it would. What? All right, that can just phase into the couch. That's fine.
It's just like, look, Look, I know you're probably running over time, but there's no need to smother me. It's fine.
Oh, we are. It's fine. We usually run over. This is like not too bad. It's just like about 4 minutes.
That's what editing's for.
True, except most of this doesn't even get cut anyways. Yeah, no, we run over time sometimes. It happens. I think the longest episode we have was like 1 hour 20 minutes.
Oh,
So this is nothing. Yeah, we try to keep them all around an hour. But yeah.
No, I'm just kind of I'm like, stream for 3 hours. Shit, I'm going over time again.
That's all good. It happens. Although, you got any final things?
No, I'm literally here riding your train.
That's perfectly fair enough. That's all for this one. I'll be seeing y'all at the end of May. All of Nim's stuff is going to be down in the description. So Twitch, Twitter, any other sites you want down there. I guess I'll grab before we hop off. But
yeah, no, they can come and check me out on Twitch, and if they like, go and see the other ones.
That's fair. Yeah, go to her Twitch. All of the other links will be in like the little panel area. And if you don't know what that is, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I don't know at that point. It's pretty straightforward. You go to the page and you scroll down. But yeah, that's all we got this time. Don't forget, the podcast is also on Spotify, your Amazon devices, almost just called it the name, and YouTube. Feel free to listen to it, any of those, subscribe to them. And yeah, I guess that's all for this time. Mine and Oof links will also be down there if y'all are new. But yeah, you'll find all three of us down there. And yeah. Also, just to comment on Oof's absence, he had to take a final today, so he was not here for this episode. But he will be back at the end of May. But yeah. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed. You got any final things?
Nope, just bye-bye.
All right. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.